What's going on, everybody? Solitude standing. SUZANNE Vega. We are on to Wooden Horse. This is sort of the last track. I mean, you know, we have Tom's Diner reprise again, which is what, instrumental, Tom's Diner. But, you know, we've heard that, right? Okay, maybe not. Wooden Horse is what we have. Let me see what people said about this Gypsy song, because I kind of thought it was, like, fine, not a big deal. I love this song. Wish I had known you. Very unique. Oh, thanks for the themes. I don't know what's going on here. Crazy that she was 16 when she wrote this beautiful and almost perfect song. Yeah, it seems like a lot of tracks off of this album are pulled from, or were written way earlier. That's kind of interesting. SUZANNE's songs are eternal. When I was 18 and met the love of my life, Solitude Standing was the soundtrack for that time. I remember distinctly when I heard Gypsy for the first time, I thought and still think this voice is love personified. SUZANNE Vega Gypsy is one of my personal favorite songs. So beautiful, so lush, fall intuable. Santa is marvelous. She made a difference in my life. I love her songs. Haven't listened to SUZANNE Vega in years. Coming back to her music. Okay, song gives me nostalgia. All right. There's always a lot of that, right? Lyrics drew me in the first time I heard this beautiful song. Seriously, one of the most beautiful songs ever written. Best love songs ever written. A wonky fringe and a talent with no end. Wonky fringe. Beautiful love song. Song is incredible and touchingly intimate on so many levels. She's a great artist, and this is her best work in my opinion. It's like she's channeling Joni Mitchell and John Denver simultaneously. You know, I felt a little bit of Joni Mitchell in, what was the track? What was it? It wasn't this track. Was it Language? It was either Language or Calypso that I had like a little bit of, I mean, it's not super strong, and that might be a little bit stereotypical, but it was a little bit there where I was like, this could be, you know, this is probably the most similar to Joni Mitchell that I've heard, but you know, that could be just a throwaway comparison, you know, because female singer songwriter folk, you know, it's like, who are you gonna compare it to? Oh, Joni Mitchell, you know what I mean? So okay, cool. All right, well, let's get to this Wooden Horse, Casper Hauser's song. Let's do it. Bam. Nice sound. Those drums. It's just like a lot of attack and tone, right? A lot of tone.
Holding one thing. A small white wooden horse that I've been holding inside. And when I'm dead, if you could tell them this, what was wood became alive. What was wood became alive. And in the night the walls disappeared. In the day they returned.
It's the different like splashes of color.
Be a writer like my father. The only words I could say. And when I'm dead, if you could tell them this, what was wood became alive. What was became alive.
Cool.
I came out of the darkness, holding one thing. I know I have this power. I'm afraid I may be killed. And when I'm dead, if you could tell them this, that what was wood became alive. What was wood became alive. And when I'm dead, if you could tell them this, that what was wood became alive. What was wood became alive.
Yeah, I like this song too. This is cool. It's a cool vibe. You know? It's kind of like a mysterious sounding to me. Yeah, it's kind of mysterious sounding, and it has those like like a darkness to it. She casts quite a spell, sweeps you into her world. The most haunting song ever recorded. Okay, I remember well playing this one many times as I drove in the Velvet Dark from Ventry to Dingle in 9091 with my little girl in the back, well strapped in a kiddie seat. Okay, all right. Bought this vinyl when it came out, and it sounds fresh like then. Suzanne's vocal is warm and velvety like her songs. Really well played and produced album. This is a real gem. Drumming is exquisite. Toms are supposed to sound. That's how tom-toms are supposed to sound. Perfect. I mean, it's a style of how they're supposed to sound. I mean, there's no like, there's a ton of attack, and you do get a tone with the attack, but there's not a lot. There's no ring. There's not a lot of or like just like follow up tone, right? It's like initial attack tone, and that's it. There's nothing like, it doesn't like ring out with tone, if that makes sense, you know? So it kind of depends on what you're going for. I mean, I think it's cool. I like how it sounds. Sounds cool. The song crushes, classic joint, out of this world, otherworldly, haunting. What a real life story, super heavy. I want to be a writer like my father were the only words I can say. So deep. Tool should cover this as a compliment. How about those guitar chords? Yeah, just like the different like splashes of light, the splashes of color. Yeah, we're cool. I like this song. Definitely dig it. Yeah, very good. Like it. Casper Hauser, whoever this is. Okay. German youth who claim to have grown up in the total isolation of a darkened cell. His claims and his subsequent death from a stab wound sparked much debate and controversy both in Nuremberg and abroad. Theories propounded at the time identified Hauser as a member of the Grand Ducal House of Baden, hidden away because of royal intrigue. However, there were also allegations that Hauser was an imposter. Okay. This is like a whole thing. Yeah. 1987, Suzanne Vega wrote Wooden Horse, Casper Hauser's song, based on how she imagined Hauser's experiences when he emerged from the dungeon. In 1994, Birgit Scherzer, then director and choreographer of the Saarbrücken Staatstheater Ballet in Germany, used the Hauser story as the basis for the ballet Casper Hauser, which she presented. What does that have to do with? Okay. All right. Doesn't have to do with San Vegas, just the first sentence. Okay. This whole thing is crazy. I don't know what's going on with this. This is my first time hearing about this or whatever's going on with this person in history. Don't know what's going on with that. Musically, this is a really cool song. Really liked it. Yeah, it had that darkness, which I guess now we're talking about dungeons. Okay, great. Good job. Right? But yeah, again, just the backdrop, just setting the scene. Good job. Really good. I like it. Second, I'll get to what I think about the whole album after I finish the last song. Tom's Diner reprise. Let's just get to it. Closing out this album, Solitude Standing. All right, I'll get to it. Catch you then later.